Good evening. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick here at stockmarketmentor.com on Tuesday, September 23rd. I want to look at GoPro here, which I think you got to be buying if you're not long already. First, you're going to be getting an email later today or tonight from Gary about an upcoming workshop that I'm teaching, the 59-minute trader. The email will speak for itself, so I don't need to go into it now. Suffice it to say that if you read the email, you're probably going to block off November 1st as being busy learning how to trade the opening rotation the first hour in the morning so that you can retire from your job a little bit early, get that nice car that you've always wanted to, or at the very least have somebody else mowing your lawn. So anyway, check that out. Now to GoPro. This really fits my IPO strategy where you look at the initial, what I call enthusiasm high. I'm sure I could think of a better name for that. I just haven't. Draw that line. Virtually always the stock will test that level and then fall back once, maybe more, but I just rarely see a test where it just moves higher. I'm sure there's one there, and you'll probably send me a chart of that stock. But typically, it'll test it and fail and then ultimately break through, which this did. So the real buy point on this was at 51, which wasn't that many days ago. And I think that's the way we were trading it in the forum for Stock Market Mentor. But anyway, that was then. This is now. We had a nice move here, and then this little pullback. And that was it. Now the stock is up at a new high, which means I think you can buy this. I mean, the stock's breaking out. Volume was heavier than average. And that's really what we're looking for. I mean, this stock, yeah, everybody says it's really expensive. You know, I've said, you know, and look, I'm not a jock like I used to be. I don't do skydiving, at least not if I can help it, or ride fast enough or do anything that's interesting enough to want to show video of it. You know, from my vantage point, at least not this. I mean, what was I going to say? Only stuff that I do in public, stuff that I do in private, that's another story, but this is a family show. So what I'm saying is, I look at this and I see what they're doing, but it just seems to me like it'd be easy enough for Apple, Samsung, whatever, to carve into that market. But you know what? It doesn't matter what I think. I obviously don't get the product. I'm just telling you that. I obviously don't get it, and I'm okay with that because I'm making enough money on this trade right now to buy about as many GoPro Hero, whatever they are, as I want because the stock is moving higher. I don't question it. I just trade it, and right now your stop for this one is on this low from last Tuesday. The low is what? 66.69. So the stock should not trade back down to this level. That's what I'll say. You know, if it falls into the, did I say 66? That can't be right. The low is 63.42. If the stock starts trading below 63.42, you know, and that's like 10 points, basically. That's a big number. But if it starts trading below that, you know, then you got to be careful. But so far, I mean, this stock is doing what good, strong IPO stocks do. Whether Alibaba's going to do that or not, I don't know. I'm not really sure that I'll still be trading when that happens. But anyway, so for now, this thing is what's working, and I think you got to be on this thing. Strap the camera to your head, buy some stock, and then just watch the charts.